Welcome to the Rogues Gallery, the Trilby Tour's look at the worst of the golf from each event. This week we're at Breadsall Priory for the Championship of Derbyshire. First up, Gary Greenway has his backswing impinged by an inconveniently placed wall on the 8th. Sean Johnson shooting from bunker to shady rough on the 10th. Here the gathered crowd wait with bated breath as Simon Lester manages the very impressive feat of rebounding his ball off one of the flagpoles round the green on the 18th. Top Trilby trick shottery.
We're not sure if Mark Taylor here is addressing his ball or if this is some sort of elaborate mating dance. What we do know, however, is that David Attenborough is very interested in the footage.
An attempted trick shot from Lee Powell on 14 as he tries to land a sod of grass on his head and his ball in a tree. Sadly, he fails at both. And his next attempt isn't much better, is it?
A hole 12 special now. First, Robert Wake plays a canny shot and uses the curve of the bank to send his ball flying right across the green. Then Alan Pickett's playing in the same group from exactly the same position, plays a virtually identical shot with the same unfortunate end. If you listen carefully, you can hear Stephen Wilkinson's chip on the 12th cause cameraman Ant's neck to twang as he tries to keep his eye on the ball. Stephen then rescues his round with this fine 6-foot shot to 6 feet further forward. Still on the 12th, Scott Wood manages the impossible and gets his ball to stick on the vertical bank at the back of the green. Kevin Bell knows how to get out of a tricky spot. You simply get yourself into a slightly less tricky spot, and then into an even less tricky spot until sometime next week your ball goes in the hole. Paul Fell on the 15th shows us how to gracefully enter a bunker.
And now, how to deal with the tricky 2-tier 18th green by Leslie Washburn. You simply avoid it by staying in the bunker. And if you've got any idea what Judd O'Connor is attempting here, send your ideas on a postcard to the Trilby office, where we'll immediately put them in the bin. Here, Judd is apparently trying some sort of chip, but clearly his day is not getting any better. And I promise we'll stop picking on him in a minute, but first, let's join him on 16 and just enjoy this one into the trees. Nick Rushton on 7 as a dribbler, while Jean Paul on the 13th is a hacker, and a wild, wacky hacker at that. And Leon Benson on the 17th is hackier still. So much so that we're not even sure he's on the same course as the rest of us. Sean McCoon gives us one for who'd be a cameraman by hitting Ant on the ankle. And at least he apologised. Oh, there was a look of defeat about Clark Bradshaw even before he did this with his approach to the 18th. And here at last is proof positive that even the greatest Trilby Turians don't get it right all the time. Isn't that so, Mr. Vose? Finally, we always have a bet as to which of the crew will be first to crack during any Trilby day. Here we find that at Breadsall it was cameraman John who made up this little ditty while shooting some leaderboard footage.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. See who's doing well. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. See who's doing swell.
That was all the worst from Breadsall Priory. More golfing gaffes coming soon. And don't forget, watch the William Hunt Trilby Tour every Monday night at 7 p.m. on Sky Sports 4.